All right, from 1.3, practice B, number 15 says 4 times the greatest of 2 consecutive integers is 18. Is 18 more than 3 times the lesser integer? Okay, what are the integers? Okay, so you have to kind of go back to whenever you were writing it in Algebra 1. So 4 times the greater of 2 consecutive integers. So what does it mean to be consecutive integers? How would we write just that part of it? What would be my term? What letter do you want the number we're dealing with?
I did x plus 1.
Okay, so that's the next one, right? So what's the first one? Just x, right? So of the 2 numbers, I have x. Let's get a color we can see. So I have x and I have x plus 1. So 4 times the greater of the 2 consecutive integers. Which one is the greater of the 2? X plus 1, right? So what am I going to do with the x plus 1? Multiply by 4. So if I have 4 times x plus 1 is 18 more than, okay, so what am I going to do with the 18? To what? The x or the 4 times the x plus 1? 4 times the x plus 1, right? So 4 times the greater of 2 in consecutive integers is 18 more than, so plus 18 3 times the lesser integer. So now what? Yeah.
Put an equal sign and then...
Where am I going to put the equal sign? Do I need to put it right here? Yeah?
Yeah.
No? Yeah?
Yeah.
So then I'm just going to go 3x right here?
Yeah.
You guys are driving this bus. Are we good? I've got looks on my faces that one saying, Lodge, you're an idiot. No, it's not right. Some are looking at me like I have no clue what he's telling me. Is that equal?
It's fine.
It's fine?
Right? I didn't think it was 18.
Why?
Well, it says is, so I thought that meant equal.
Okay. So we need to change something, right? Because we need 2 things to be equal, right? This says that it's 18 more than 3 times the lesser integer. So to make these 2 equal, where does this 18 actually need to be? With the other one, right? With that lesser value. Okay? You've got to kind of go back to your previous knowledge of is equal to there. Now can we solve this? Yeah, what do we need to do on the left side? Parentheses, so distribute, so I have 4x plus 4 equals 18 plus 3x. So x is equal to 14. So what are my 2 consecutive integers? 14 and 15.
Why is it 15?
Because what's x plus 1? that you want to know whenever they're the same. So pizza A, $10 cheese pizza. Pizza B, $12.50 cheese pizza. For me and my household, I would just pay the $10 because my sons and my daughter are pretty well just going to eat the cheese pizza and go from there. Now, price per topping, $1.50. Price per topping is $1. So how can I write pizza A? How can I write it as some sort of equation? 10x.
10 times 10 plus 150x.
Okay. Why am I going to put the x with, or the p or t or whatever letter, why am I going to put it with the 150?
X is the number of toppings.
Right, it's a number of toppings. That's what's going to change. Okay? The cheese pizza is not going to change because we're just going to compare one pizza total. Right? So I'm just going to have 10 plus 1.50 x, t, p, whatever you want to call it. What about then for pizza B? Same thing? 10 plus 150x? No? Oh. Well, that's the same thing. Oh, got it. Oh, okay. I'm just going off of what you guys are telling me. So what do I need to do with the black equation and the blue equation? Set them equal to each other, right? And then solve. All right, 1 for foundations, writing equations and formulas. Couple goals: rewrite equations with more than one variable, and then rewrite common formulas with more than one variable. Okay, basically just being able to manipulate any sort of equation to where you can solve for a particular value, whether that be an x, a y, or with a regular common formula that you may or may not have seen before. So if you're given that 3x plus 2y is equal to negative 18, how would we solve the equation for x? So we have two variables, so there's not going to be just like x equals a number. It's going to be x equal to some sort of equation. So what do I need to do to get x by itself? What's the first thing I need to do? Subtract the 2y. So before I do anything, I would basically have 3x equals negative 18 minus 2y. Now, how do I get rid of the 3? Divide by 3, right? That means I'm going to divide every single part by 3. So x is equal to negative 18 divided by 3 is just going to be negative 6 minus 2/3 y. What if I do the same thing for y? What's going to be the first step? What do I need to move? Or what do I need to get rid of or add or subtract? The 3x, right? So in this case, I would have 2y equals negative 18 minus 3x. Now what? Divide everything by 2. So y is equal to negative 9 minus 3/2 x. We have the formula from Fahrenheit, so in degrees of Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, you may have seen this in a science class. So it says solve the equation for degrees Celsius. So we're trying to get Celsius by itself, or C by itself. So if I have F is equal to 9/5 C plus 32. Again, it's completely up to you. So if I have 9/5 C plus 32. There can be a few different ways that you can rewrite this. Okay? Yesterday we talked about if we have a fraction, what do we want to do?
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it. Okay? That's all right. So what do we need to multiply? If we're going to get rid of the fraction, okay, what do we need to multiply everything by for that to happen? Multiply everything by 5. So I'm going to hit the f with 5, the 9/5 with 5, and the 32 with 5. So I have 5f equals 9c plus 160. Now what do I need to do? What do I need to do first? What do I need to get rid of first? Get rid of the 160. So I have 5f minus 160 equals 9c. Now what? Divide by 9. Now, on one like this, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm okay with you leaving this or really writing it two different ways. Either as 5f minus 160 all over 9, or if you want to write it as 5/9 f minus 160 over 9. You can do two different things. You can either solve for x, and we can go, if we have 2x minus y equal to 10, we can solve for x first and have 2x equals y plus 10, and then divide by 2, and have x equals y plus 2, 10, sorry, all over 2, and then plug in 2. Okay? Realistically, what are you going to do, though? You're going to take the problem that they give you, and you're going to have 2x minus 2 equal to 10, and you're going to solve for x, right? You're still going to get 6 because we're still going to get 2x equal to 12, and we're going to get x equals 6. Same way here than if we would have plugged in a 2 right here and gotten 12 divided by 2. There's not a right and a wrong way of doing it. Okay? It may tell you to rewrite it in terms of x and then find it, but you're still going to get the same answer. Okay? That's not going to change.